Artistically Married, where we explore the inner workings of our marriage driven by artistic expression. And we're your hosts, Jake Ackerman.
And Brienne Steinberg. And today, obviously, we have a very special guest. We've been amping it up and talking about it. We have Lyn Parker in the studio tonight. We are so excited.
Hello.
Amanda is an incredible singer-songwriter. She's a musician. She's working as a sound tech constantly. I'm just blown away by all the things you're doing. I was scrolling through your Instagram today, and I can't believe how much...
You were lurking.
Yeah, I was lurking. I was doom scrolling. And I'm just so blown away. I can't believe how much you're putting out all the time. You're just so creative and so incredible. We are so blessed to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. I was just asking you before we met today if you want to just kind of take us through some of your audio training as like your education.
So I went right after high school. I moved to Toronto and went to Recording Arts Canada, and that was a year program. It was more focused on recording though than live sound, which I would have preferred actually to do more recording, but I don't know. I didn't have a lot of opportunities because I had to move back to St. Catharines. I couldn't afford to live in Toronto anymore.
Right?
So I moved back.
I was thinking right out of
after
high school. What, you were like 18?
Yeah.
Come on.
I turned 19 while I was in school there. Yeah.
So when you were going to school for that, was that, were you up to date with like current recording stuff, or was it a lot of analog?
We actually had a good mix. So we were using Pro Tools. They had like a computer lab where we were all using Pro Tools and Reason. And then they also had an SSL board and a Neve board. So there was like a lot of like the coolest analog boards you can use, as well as just like the standard sort of like Pro Tools and that.
That's good.
Yeah, so it was like, well, yeah, it's been in our generation where it was like a big switch over, right? We were just talking about that a couple of weeks ago.
Well, totally. I learned to do sound at a church, and it was all analog. So now with the digital boards, I'm kind of lost with those. But
every single one is so different, and it is so much more challenging to like walk up to one that you haven't used. Whereas like I could still figure them out because like once you have like a basic idea, you know kind of what you're looking for. Like you're like, okay, I gotta find the setup screen. I gotta figure out like where my ins and outs are on here so that I can like fix everything and know what's happening. And then you're like, okay, how do I label things? Like, because they always put it in a different spot. Like, just how to label your channels.
Yeah.
It's like, just give me some tape.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put tape on the board.
Sticky notes. Where's the Post-its?
Yeah, like it's actually like, it can be pretty frustrating.
Because you're always touring around and going to different venues to do it too, right?
When I went on the one tour and I had to use a different board most of the nights. Like there was some boards that like are just really common. So a lot of places will have like an M32 because it's kind of like, it's like a mid-rangey sort of one. So it's like $5,000 board or something instead of like, you don't always walk into like places like the Performing Arts Center where they have like a $60,000 like front of house console.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not using that as frequently, but the sort of like mid-tier ones like the Midases and the Behringer sort of ones, those are more common. And then there's like the what are they called? Digitech. Those ones are there's a lot of them, and they're all completely different. I like the ones that I can figure out how to like create my own layout right away. As long as I can like put the channels I want in the order I want, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane. It's like another language.
I do prefer analog though still.
Oh yeah?
It's just so
how
cool.
come? We just did a sound podcast a couple of weeks
It's
ago.
simple and
it's just all laid out in front of you. Like what's there on your channel is what's there for your channel. Like you could just get to use it. Like the way that digital boards do it is they share the channel strip for the most part. So that's how they make them so small, is instead of having like all your EQ and your compressor, whatever, all in line, there's just one EQ section, there's one compressor section, and you just have to make sure your channel is selected.
Yeah, that's
right?
annoying.
So you're just in that
that's
same
what you were
place.
complaining about, right? It's mixing stuff together.
That's the only thing I don't like about this board that I got.
Yeah.
Is that I don't have the EQ on each channel anymore. But
the Zoom boards are really
okay.
cool though because they have like the SD recording, which I love.
Super cool.
They're amazing for like taking out just like to like a bar to record a band or something.
Yeah.
I used I had two Zoom R24s, and I used those to record a band at a venue once, and you can run them off batteries.
Oh,
What?
cool.
You run them off AA batteries, so you can go into the forest and take 8 inputs and
Wow.
and record while you have no power.
That's great.
Yeah,
Nice.
kind of sick.
That's my ambition for the summer. Come on, let's go.
Go-
We do a lot of camping. I feel like it could be really inspiring just to be out in the middle of the forest. It's a great idea.
Yeah, you can record a podcast epised.
Yes, we were talking about that road sodes because we travel a lot in the summer, so that's probably where we're gonna be at. Carry the board in your backpack.
For
Good
sure.
to know. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So wow, that was crazy. I think when we talked about it, I wasn't putting like the timeline together that you were right out of high school and in Toronto. That's bananas.
I was a baby.
Yeah, so young. So then you came back to St. Catharines like after you did your year, and then you started working in the industry right away.
No, I did not start working in the industry right away. I actually more so at that time when I got back, I worked at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Come on.
Actually.
What a
And
waste of your talent.
I know. I worked at Shoppers Drug Mart, but I went to open mic every single week, and I played like my first solo gig and stuff like that, all within those couple years.
Okay.
So that was me kind of like learning to be like a performer.
Right.
When I was spending that time doing that.
Okay.
So going to an open mic every week really like puts some drive into you as like a songwriter and as a performer, because like you're listening to other people who are writing great songs every week, and so it felt very challenging. It's like, okay, next week I gotta have something. I gotta show up with a good song or
yeah,
something.
you're motivated, right?
Yeah, so I was more focused that way. At that time too, it's like it's not relevant to this, but like my parents had just split up too. And I have younger siblings, and so I was only 19, so they were like 2 of them were in high
Babies,
school and one of them
right.
was like really young. And so I kind of just came back to kind of make sure that they were good. So I was just kind of like working, performing, and trying to take care of my family.
Oh, it's so hard.
So that was the vibe more so.
Yeah. A little older child.
Yeah.
We're the protectors.
Yeah.
We're both the oldest. Well, Jake's the oldest of
I'm
5.
second oldest.
Oh, you're second?
okay.
Yeah,
There's
second
4 of
oldest of
you?
5.
There's 5 of
Yeah.
you? Wow.
My
Yeah,
o-
same with Jacob.
My older sister lives in Toronto though, so
Okay.
yeah. I lived with her when I went to school.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because she went to
Okay.
George Brown. She's
Oh,
like
nice.
a dental technologist, I think. She
Cool.
makes like dentures and stuff.
Wow, cool. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Jacob's one of 5 too. Every time I talk about expanding our family, he's like, no. I saw what 5 children looks like. We're good with 2.
Yeah.
I don't know, 5 was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. A lot of work.
I just don't need to be the dad in that scenario.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you kind of were, right? Being the oldest of 5.
Oh no, I still wasn't the
I
dad.
still was not the dad.
Still didn't have to pay
Poor
for the household.
Frankie
Yeah.
Ackerman.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, so we kind of talked about this, but yeah, do you feel like there was like a pivotal moment? I mean, you went to school, you were already kind of into it, and then you came home. I have a brief story, so I can't even remember. I think it would have been a year, Anna was 2 or 3. And we went out to an open mic, and I think Glenn and Paul were playing there, and like you just came up and sang a few songs, and I remember just being like, oh my God, she's so amazing. So that would have been about like 6 years ago, let's say, because Anna's 8 now. And I couldn't believe the difference. And then that we had the whole pandemic. And then I came out to see you again, and like I could not believe the difference in your talent and ability. Like you could tell that you had just practiced so much, and like it just comes like from I've personally haven't seen like a friend or an artist kind of go from watch them through 5 years of like process, right? So yeah, do you feel like there was like a pivotal moment, or it was just like I said, just that grinding and practicing and practicing and practicing and refining your skill to like what you are today?
Well, when I was 12, I had one of those moments where I just like I used to look out at the stars.
Wow.
I was a stargazer.
This is getting deep.
Yep.
Nice.
I had like a
Love this.
Well, like if I in my bedroom, you could like go out the window and there's like a little piece of roof.
Oh, we had one of those.
So I could go out on
Yeah,
there. I
those are
wasn't
great.
supposed
No.
to. My parents will never hear this. They'll never
Yeah.
listen to this.
like I'm sending it right now.
But yeah, I used to just go out there and I would sit there and just like look out. I was just like obsessed with it. And just one day I just had this like, I don't know, just like it felt like a vision or something. I was just sitting there looking, and then all of a sudden I just like saw myself playing like on a stage, and I was thinking, you know what? Like that's the thing I want to, and specifically in my head I interpreted that as I wanted to be like the best songwriter in the world. That was like,
wow,
that was the way that my brain told me that that's what that meant. So I was like 12.
Wow.
And so from then I started to try to like work on that. I really got more into it when I was like 14 or 15 for songwriting, but when I was 12 is when I actually like picked up a guitar and started like to learn. So I taught myself how to play the guitar. I really liked Green Day at the time, so that was the first thing I learned was the entirety of American Idiot on guitar.
Oh yeah,
which is
so
not a bad
grunge.
spot to start.
No,
but yeah, that
no,
I would say that
still love Green Day today.
That was like
Seen
the
them a few
main moment
times.
where I was like, this is what I want to do,
Wow.
and then just like continuing on from that when I was like 15 or 16, I was like, okay, I need to write like a song every day or 3 songs every day until I'm like good at this. And so I started doing that. I just started writing, like, I've got these piles of the worst songs you've ever heard in your life. But I'm
The 14-year-old maturity level. Yeah.
I still have those. They're like in boxes because I used all like notebooks and stuff at the time.
Oh, nice.
So I have just these boxes of
that's
awful lyrics,
amazing.
like just awful.
Well, might be some gold in there. You never
No.
know. No. Talking about like, my favorite socks. I went to the mall today.
There are a couple of songs that I do play that actually have lyrics that I wrote from that time. There's
Come on, see?
Yeah, there's one song in
good.
particular that I actually didn't finish it at that time though. I found it in like 2014 or something, and I was looking through like one of my notebooks from like 15 or 16-year-old me.
Yeah.
And I found this one chorus. I was like, that's not a bad chorus. I'm gonna use it. So I wrote the rest of this song.
What was the like pretense of it or the topic?
It was kind of dramatic, but it's like
As 16-year-olds are.
yeah, it was like, I've never seen the world from the peak of a mountain. I've yet to sail the globe on top of the sea, but I've seen so much beauty this world has to offer. I've never seen heaven, but you've looked at me.
Wow.
I was like, wow, that's so nice.
That's
So-
amazing. At
so
16?
So I was like, I'm going to use that.
Wow.
I also had a good writer's craft class in high school that I really liked. And,
Okay.
And so we were learning how to write poetry and things like that. So I have a couple of songs that I wrote in high school that I would still play now. Like there's still songs I like. So that's
Maybe that'll
good.
be the song you play for us today.
Maybe.
Did you pick it yet?
No, I didn't.
Oh, wow. It's going to be on the spot. I
We're
love
just going to
this.
see how I feel.
Yeah. You're like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You
Yeah.
have a million. Cool. That's awesome. So who are your biggest influencers? Yeah, you can go. I mean, you mentioned Green Day, but yeah, do you have other ones that were, maybe you could do relative right now? Like what's your biggest influence now or something that was influential when you were younger?
I would say the biggest influence was my dad, because my dad played guitar and sang, and he like played like every single day. So like growing up, my dad wrote songs, and he played a lot of like Neil Young, and he played a lot of he played some Tom Petty songs, and he played like a bit of Oasis and Black Sabbath and like just all sorts of stuff. So he played electric guitar and he played acoustic, and he played very different things on each. So he played like singer-songwriter-y stuff on acoustic, and he played like Black Sabbath and like that, and like Iron Maiden and stuff like that on electric. So he had his 2 different vibes, but he literally played every single day, and he wrote songs. And so when I was like, I don't know, when I was a little kid, my sister was like, oh, do you want to go write a song? Because we thought everyone wrote songs, because like our dad did. Yeah, so I was like, go dad write songs. We can write songs for fun too.
Yeah.
And so we were like, I don't know, like 4 and 6 or something when we wrote our first song. So like, yeah, that's
Your dad was just doing it as a hobby?
Yeah, I don't know why he never recorded his stuff. Like it's really interesting too to like.
Sounds very familiar.
To you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You relating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do something with it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to like carry on with the rest of your life and not
keep it in
finish
your
something
head,
that is
yeah.
in your heart. You got to put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't need to be perfect, and it doesn't need to mean anything to anybody else. But it's so
Exactly.
important that you finish it.
Well, I mostly just write music. I've just never thought I was great at lyrics, and that was always the hard part. So I like writing and recording music, but it's all instrumental for the most part.
That's
Which is
okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, I was kind of pitching it to him like it's being greedy, like keeping it to yourself.
Yeah, it kind of
I
is.
was really talking
It,
about
it actually really is greedy.
Exactly. It's so selfish keeping it to yourself, not sharing it with the world,
Well,
right?
and the other thing too is like if you feel like you don't have the words to say over it, and you've always maybe wanted to be in a band or you wanted to find someone to connect with, like you kind of have to show people your instrumental music then.
Yeah,
for someone to be like, hey, I really
got
like
some
this.
Yeah, I got some songs.
You never know.
I got
so.
some lyrics for it. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
And I usually am talking about your art when I'm talking about that, because the art just lives in the basement, you know.
And for your kids' sake, if they see you doing things that you love, like this is something that now I'm speaking to you because I see it from like the way that I feel about like my father's music. Like growing up, like his songs were my favorite songs, and nobody else knew them.
Yeah.
No one else knew my favorite songs because he didn't put them out for anybody to listen to. But when we had guests over and stuff, like I just would always witness, like he did have this, like he had like a very like specific, strong talent. Like I don't know how else to put it. If people think I'm good, I stole most of what I do, I think, from my dad. He was a very like emotional singer, very like, I don't know, like he was just really good. And every time people came over, he would like perform for them and everyone was always just completely blown away.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch all these people be like, oh my God, like that's the best song I've ever heard. And like he could convince them that he was like the greatest of all time. And like to see people react to someone that way, which obviously that doesn't really happen all the time. I thought that's how good you're supposed to be. Like you're supposed to like blow people's minds.
Yeah.
Like, and so I'm seeing this happen at my house. And then, now, like, as you get older and you go to open mics and stuff, you're like, oh, everyone's not like that.
Yeah,
like my dad. I think my dad was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So then you realize, and then that's what I'm like competing with in my own
In your
head.
head.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, if I like his songs, like my songs have to be as good or better than the songs he wrote that we all liked.
Yeah.
And like that we all heard growing up, and I have to sing as good or better than he does. Like it was very like. That's the bar. It's like you have to start there and like and match that.
Was he like, you know, super supportive with you, like going out and doing it and like coming to watch and stuff?
Oh yeah, he like, so my first open mic experience was I think at my uncle's open mic, because my uncle's a musician too. He's in a blues band. So he's
cool.
Lyn Parker blues band. They play all the time.
Oh yeah. I saw them, me and Pat were interviewing someone and they just did, was it the something shuffle?
Yeah, Canal Bank
Shuffle. Yeah. I saw him.
He runs
I saw
all
them
that.
Okay, yeah.
And he plays at in Thorold like every week. And,
oh, cool.
Yeah, and he has all sorts of like great guests and all sorts of stuff.
Cool.
So yeah.
Nice. Awesome. This is just a fun question. I was like, I wonder if she knows this answer of how many shows or performances guesstimate that you played in 2024.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
I know.
I was like, I don't know if I could answer that.
Like a guesstimate, you know,
Yeah,
let's say like once a week or twice a week.
No,
do you count it when you go to like 3 different shows in one day? Because I've seen you do that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was, if you were to even out over the course of the year, it was probably like 3 shows a week, because when it's the slowest, it's like 2 or 3, and then when it's like really busy, it can be like 5, 6, 7 shows in a week. So it's like somewhere in there, if you do the math, I guess you can
like
3 a week,
200 shows,
150.
Yeah. Over. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's just so much playing. Well, that's why you're becoming so talented.
Yeah, it helps. I think
because
it helps.
you're just practicing your head off. It's amazing. I was just recently catching up with Brandon Agnew, and he was telling us about.
Love Brandon.
Yeah, I know. I love him too. Shout out to Brandon. You're amazing. We got to get him on the podcast too. But yeah, he was telling me about you guys starting the Songwriters Club.
Yeah, really, he started it, but I take over everything that I'm a part of. I show up and I'm like, I'm making rules now.
You're just like, you know what, I've seen this go down, and you know, I want this to be something great, and you know, I think it's fun to add to like collaborations, right? Especially when they're like, you're trying to make it something that's going to be a routine.
Yeah, I was wondering what is it like a collaboration, or is it is it like a
share circle?
Yeah, a couple of people have asked me if we like write songs together, and every time people ask me that, I'm thinking, you know what, we actually should do that, but we haven't yet. At this point, I think there's been what,
three? Yeah. Brandon said 3. I think.
3 or 4. I don't even know anymore because it's just once a month, so it's hard to keep track of how many months go by. I have no idea.
What day is it? What month is it?
But yeah, we just kind of like, we'll play songs and then we just talk about them, and it's nice. We just talk about it until like we're sick of talking about it. So sometimes we have a lot to say about one song and not much to say about another song. Sometimes people ask for very specific feedback. Like sometimes it's like, hey, how's the structure of this song in your guys' opinion? And then sometimes it's just like, oh, I'm about to go in the studio with this. Like, does anyone have any ideas? Like just things like that. So like, we will give as much or as little as people want to hear in feedback. But for the most part, usually people just like kind of share more so the things that they like about something, and just about things that they notice. So whether you want to take that as positive or negative, if it's like, oh, I had a hard time understanding what you meant in the first verse, or I couldn't really follow until you got to this part, or I really liked your chorus and what that meant when you connected it with the verse, or whatever, whatever things that you want to say about it. So it's really nice. It's just nice to talk about songwriting.
Yeah. Just getting together with like,
it's cool to have a soundboard for
your creative, your creative energy.
It's usually you're doing it on your own. You figure out how people like it when they hear it, I guess.
Or you never show anyone and no one ever tells you any feedback.
Or don't show anyone, for sure.
Or just your wife hears it because you're upstairs in the kitchen with your earphones on.
Yeah.
I really liked it when I was talking to him too, is that I thought it similar to like a book club or something, where it just also keeps you motivated, that you're like, okay, I gotta like do something so I have something to show, right? Like you were saying, we use these kind of checkpoints to motivate ourselves to like, oh, we do it in dance as like a performance. I have a show coming up. I gotta like make this dance happen. So I think anything like that where you're, motivating yourself to bring something to the table is really important too. And yeah, like you said, just having those dialogues that like revolve around the song making, writing process is amazing.
Yeah.
How many people were there?
So it's been different each time. The very first time there was 5 of us, one of which being Brendan's partner, Jess.
Oh my God.
She was there trying to be super supportive, and I wish she would come back, actually. She hasn't come back since that first time. She's actually a nice singer, too.
She's a great singer. I was just going to say that.
She just like, I don't know, she came the one time, but come back, Jess, come back.
Yeah, come back.
But
she's busy, too. I know. She's got like a bunch of stuff on. Was I talking to, so I'm really good friends with Lindsay, her sister, and Nora, her daughter, dances here. And I thought she just might have said that Jess was in Australia, but it might have been Jess and Lindsay's mom.
Oh.
Anyways, I think maybe she's in Australia. Maybe that's why she missed it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was 5 of us that first time. Then the second time there was like, I don't know, there was like too many of us where we couldn't get through all the songs.
I was just gonna say that.
And then it went right back down to like the first 4 people who showed up. Came back then the next time. And so now there's the 3 of us that have been there every single time, which is Brandon who's running it. Then me, and then this guy Jeremy.
Okay.
And it's nice. There's this older guy, Tony, who usually goes too. He missed this week. I'm not sure why, but he's literally the best. Like, he's one of those guys, like, he was writing songs like in the 70s, and so when he plays you a song that he wrote then, it's like, it's just like, it's like a discovering
time capsule.
Yeah, it's like discovering like a secret artist from the singer-songwriter era that you love,
so
that you had no
cool.
idea about. He's really, really good.
Yeah.
So it's really
Do you know
fun.
his last name?
Tony. I have no idea.
Just Tony.
It's just Tony.
Tony with a Y.
It's just Tony.
That's awesome. And where is it? It's at Mate?
Yeah, we do that at Mate.
Okay.
That's the first Monday every month.
Cool. Good. Jacob?
Yeah, you're welcome. Come.
Yeah, what?
Maybe.
Yeah, you can share a song however you want.
Songs.
Some what?
Some vocalist songs.
That's songs? Yeah.
Maybe
just bring the synthesizer.
You can even just bring a recording and play it for us if you want. No one's gonna stop anybody from sharing it in however way they want.
I was thinking that. I'm like, oh, I wonder if there can be a situation where it gets like too much, too many people and you can't. It's too big.
It's already happened once. Yeah.
That's fun. Love it. Do you want to talk about this? This is like you're asking about the process.
For sure. Yeah.
Because you're always interested in this.
Totally. I like hearing like what's your songwriting process like? Like, do you start with lyrics? Do you start with a guitar riff? Is it different, like, you know, or
I've definitely done it in a different way a bunch of times. So like I would say most commonly the songs that I really like or that happen faster are the ones that I do the lyrics first, because then I have the story. I kind of have like the way that the words flow. Like you've kind of written a poem at that point, and it has it has a rhythm already. Like it tells you how to say it. Right, because you've picked your syllables and everything, and where you're rhyming and stuff, and so it kind of like writes a melody for you sometimes. So I find that those are easier to do because it just like you've already done a lot of the work. When I write music first, I definitely write lyrics very differently, and I tend to then more like just kind of like go for a melody and then see what I end up saying by accident.
oh yeah.
So that's if I do the music first. So I have a song out called Lucid Dreaming, and that one I did that way. I was just making fun songs. Like I was just playing with synthesizers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just made a drum beat with some like with some samples of like 80s drums. And then I was like, okay, well, what would this song be about? And I had no concept or anything. I made this whole track. I was like, this is the verse, this is the chorus. Like, just chose the chords and just made it up. And then I was like, okay, now I have no idea what I'm singing about.
Yeah.
So then I just kind of was like, until something happened. And then I kind of like, when you're mumbling, you kind of hear a word, and you just kind of have to like go with it, because really like you're just making choices. So like if you have trouble with lyrics are really just like you just got to make a choice, right? It's the same with choosing a chord, right? There's only so many chords, there's only so many words. You choose a G, you're like, okay, G is the first chord of my song. If you've already chosen that, you're like halfway done a song, you know? So you just got to keep making choices. So if you find that first word in your mumbling, then you're like, okay, I said something about dreaming. Okay, so what am I talking about? So then I ended up making that song just like, I think it was I think I first sang probably like the chorus bit, which was just like and I was like, yeah, watch the ceiling from my bed is what I heard. I was like, okay.
Perfect.
So then it was like about how I couldn't fall asleep because I knew I was going to like dream of this person. And so I just like went with that, made a whole just like thing based on that.
Cool.
Right, so you just then write around that story. It's like, okay, what's the story of this? And then you just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it is harder to add words to the song once it's done already. I do that all the time. I'll have verse, chorus, and leave space for it, and then I just never do it. And then like too much time will pass, and then my computer's a whole different setup, and then it's just locked as that file, and I can't get back to it.
Never get any words.
The lost files.
Yeah. I was just telling, and you kind of said that you had started, because he always writes all the music but never puts words to it. And I'm like, just make ChatGPT do it.
Yeah.
Have you
You
tried?
don't need ChatGPT.
Have you tried ChatGPT
No,
for
I don't
writing
do
lyrics?
that. No.
Well, my entire business is now operating off ChatGPT.
I find
write
that,
this
like,
girl an email. Write this person a letter.
ChatGPT seems like it's good for like if you're running a business and you need to make a brochure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Because
Totally.
who wants to do that?
Yeah.
No one cares about
You'd
making
be
a brochure.
shocked though if you looked at it. Like, write me song lyrics about, lying in my bed looking at the ceiling.
I think that there's something that's different that happens when you do it yourself. There's
Definitely.
there's something that just rings true in a different way. I'm sure that ChatGPT could like come up with words that once a human sings them, that it starts to mean something.
Right.
Because like that's just what happens with anything. I could start singing the words off of this, and if I mean it, then it can feel like
for
something.
Sure.
Yeah. But like it's
the artistry part is like you adding the
human,
vocal.
the human makes it feel like something.
Yeah.
So I think I would rather just come up with my own lyrics. That's literally the fun part. It's like, why would I let a robot do the fun part of my life? Like, get out of here. Do the shitty things.
Yeah, I wish ChatGPT could do some choreography
do my
for me.
No, ChatGPT could do my laundry, and I'll do the art stuff.
Yeah,
There
when
we
are they
go.
making that AI robot to do laundry? Come on.
Really, clean my room, and I'll write songs while you do that.
My room.
That's what ChatGPT can do.
I don't think we clean our room anymore.
it gets put
up.
down the list.
Yeah, we've given up. The kids are, taking over, and now the house just doesn't get clean. It's fine.
Your house looked pretty clean to me.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna throw that out there because as the
Thanks.
guest,
My husband tries to tell me that all the time, but
yeah.
whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, so I was also curious if you like work on one song start to finish, like you get in the zone, or if you have like lots of projects on the go.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
All of those
it
things.
can be all sorts of things. Like it just depends on what you're doing. I find lately I'm more of like I do too many things at once. So like because I'm in different bands too, like I'm always thinking about like what we're
totally.
working on with OK Camper, and like we just recorded a song. We're going to be recording more songs. We have like a live off the floor recording coming up, so we're like working on those. So I've got those on my mind. And then I just bought this harmonica, and I'm like trying to write these harmonica songs. So I've got those on my mind. And then I've also got this piano thing that I recorded this whole album, but it's just not mixed yet. I just I'm having trouble mixing it.
Wow.
It's 13 songs. I already mixed it 3 times. Didn't like any of them, so I was like, okay, I
Oh
need
my
to try this again.
gosh.
Sent it to someone else to try. And now they're kind of trying, and now I kind of started trying again too, because I'm like, I just want this to come out so I can be done with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find that once I start thinking of too many things at once, I do feel like they all suffer a little bit. So I would like to get some of them finished so that I can put more focus. I would rather be one of those people that can focus on one
thing
song
at a
or
time.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like some things deserve that, but there is time when like you're almost. With a song, I'd say you're almost better off always working on at least a couple songs at the same time, because if you focus too hard on one, it starts to get really stressful if it's not working.
You're forcing
Totally.
it.
Yeah.
Which and that can happen easily, right? It's like
Yeah.
I can be working on something and it can be feeling really good, and then you get to the chorus and you're like, this chorus kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But where am I going to go with it? And then if you can't just like set that down and work on something else, then you're just stressed out. Like, oh, I wrote this great verse and it has no chorus to go with it. So there's
Yeah, what am I gonna do? Yeah, I get the same way with dance. I'll have something really good, and then the kids are coming in. I'm like, this has to happen right now, and you can tell. You'll go back to those like pieces of art, and you're like, oh, like I really just pick something because something had to get picked.
right.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sometimes
That was
they
bad.
have to like just like rest.
Yeah.
So there's definitely times where I've written choruses that I really liked, and then I wrote verses for it like 4 different times. And sometimes that's been over the course of months.
Yeah.
Like sometimes a song, you write it in 10 minutes and the song's totally completely done.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then other times you write a good chorus and you're like, I know this deserves better verses than this.
Yeah.
And you keep fighting them. And I have one song that I play all the time called Little Me, which maybe I'll play that one. I don't know.
Okay.
I did that for this thing called Carry Me Home that we recorded.
Oh
for the
yeah,
City of
I
Niagara
was
Falls.
lurking and I saw
Yeah.
Nathaniel was like talking about it. I was trying to figure out what it was.
So that song.
It was at the museum.
Yeah, I did that at the River Brink.
Yeah. Okay.
So that song, I had written the verses like 5 different times.
Wow.
Before settling in on how it goes now.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, art comes in like all different ways, right? Like sometimes you're like,
Yeah. Sometimes the
Force
whole
this.
thing just like comes complete in your mind, and you
Yeah.
just batch it out and it's
oh,
done.
those
and then-
moments are great.
Yeah.
I've done entire
Sometimes-
dances in one sitting. It was so awesome. I'm just like, how did that happen? Why won't that happen more?
The ones that take longer start to feel like it's like a co-write though, because you feel like, oh, I'm writing this with like my past self. Like
Yeah.
whoever I was like 5 months ago wrote this chorus.
Yeah,
And
and
like,
was going through it.
yeah, and
or
now I
something
needed
was
this other
different.
person to write these verses that would match
Totally.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting
So
too.
artists are bipolar. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just find everything's like a different period of time. And
Yeah.
even I look back to the stuff that like we wrote with me and Brent and Jordy, and I was like, I don't even know how we wrote songs like that. It was just the
Right?
state of mind and whatever you
Yeah.
were, whatever.
I mean, kids take a lot of your
Haven't at the
creativity
time.
out of you. So
Yeah.
sorry, bud. It's my
But
fault.
yeah, like you can't recreate that the
Old
style
self.
No, a moment's a
almost, you know?
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just like go back and find that again. You just have to move on.
Yep.
And just do the next thing that you come up with.
I think, yeah, it's really exciting to like look at your 2 different bands and your solo projects and see like how much diversity is in all three of them. I saw you guys at Cicada, Years of the Modern.
Years of the Modern.
The Modern. Okay, yeah. And yeah, it was so like 80s, like rocker. Like, I don't know, it was great. I loved it. But then it's so different than OK Camper, and so different than your like solo stuff. So yeah, I feel like if I was you, I'd be like writing something and then like put it into a box. Be like, oh yeah, that would be for this band. Oh, that would be for this band, because they are so different, right?
Well, with OK Camper, I'm lucky because I don't have to write anything for the most part. Like,
okay.
So, every once in a while, Grant asks for like a little bit of help.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I've helped a bit on like a couple verses or like just lines here and there if he can't think of what to say, or I'll give him like an idea of a direction to like write a lyric. So if he like tells me the concept of the verse, I'm like, oh, what if you tried something like this, or if you tried to rhyme that word with this word, or that, like, so I'll give him stuff like that. But Grant generally writes those songs.
Oh, perfect.
I like to do a little bit more of like a production-y sort of role, and then I play the bass. So it's like I try to help, like, oh, what if we had a little guitar riff here, or what if we had like a stop here, or what, like, so just I get to like play more on like a producer's side a little bit. It feels
being like a conductor in that scenario.
Yeah, it feels more like that. So that's fun for me.
Yeah.
But
how did you end up saying yes to him? You must have like a billion offers.
Well, you know what? With Grant, he was originally asking me to record what he had, and he was playing acoustic guitar at the time, and then Mark got, of course, looped into it. Me, Mark, Grant, and our friend Charles. We were all in a band called Shipwreck, which was really train wreck, but just faster.
Yeah.
So I was playing bass for that. And so that's how I got to know Grant. And that's actually how I got to know Mark a lot better, too. So then, so knowing Grant from that, then he wanted me to record his music. He was kind of folky at the time, and we just like started playing. We tried to record everything. The recordings just like weren't panning out though. Like we couldn't find the sound that he wanted. And then we got him playing electric guitar, and it started to be a little bit more punk rock. And we started to become a band instead of just like trying to be people recording songs. And then once we became a band, then we added Josh from Majora in, and then it was like, okay, this is a band. And then it became really fun, and it became more of like, there was like more of a family, sound and more of a direction. And now it makes more sense to record it because there's like they exist now. We play them live. Yeah, feels better.
Cool. And then this was the sound tech part. I think it's just so amazing. Like, you bring so much to your bands and the live performances. So yeah, how does that, you're being a sound tech kind of influence or help into your live performance or your music? I was imagining you like, we've been at so mmany shows where we're just like, oh, like, what is that? The sound's off. You've been on stage where you're like, what are you doing?
I mean, I feel like I usually know what I need to hear for myself. That's about the best you can do.
Yeah.
It's just knowing what you need.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I use a lot of my engineering skills more so come into play like when we're recording our own projects or something like that. That's when it's like helpful. It also stunts us at times though too, because then it's like if I'm on something, sometimes I have trouble being like a performer and an engineer at the same time, where like I'm trying to record us and then I'm like trying to be in two mindsets.
Right.
So sometimes it might not be the best thing for us, but then other times I do think it does help us like to kind of like flesh out the songs in a way that maybe you can't if you don't have the capability to like record everything and to like kind of move stuff around and like try different things that way. So I think
that's what I was imagining. You're kind of at the mercy of like who's ever the professional that's recording you or doing that like sound tech work, where you're like, actually, in
a live setting you kind of trust. You have to trust whoever's out in front of the speakers. You got no choice.
There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I always feel that if I'm like performing on stage, that I kind of want to like be the teacher at the same time. Like I need to be both sides. Front and back of house.
Yeah, it's not possible.
No,
when I play by myself, like I know exactly what I want to hear, and I'll tell the sound techs like how I like my guitar to sound.
Turn the sound.
Yeah. So like I like my guitar to sound a certain way, and so like I'll specifically say like, you're gonna do a big scoop out of the mids. It's gonna look bad on your thing. You're gonna be like, this looks really silly. I don't know if I could do it. Do it.
Yeah,
like I'm like, this is just what works for this guitar. It's not a very expensive guitar. It's just like I figured out how I like it to sound.
Yeah.
And so if you can share that information, definitely helps you to sound more consistent everywhere.
Right.
With Years of the Modern, we have a good setup, which has nothing to do with me being good at engineering, that we have the setup that we do, because it was kind of like a mutual thing that we came up with to make sure we had in-ear monitors. And so we have a splitter. So we have our own board that has our own like in-ear monitor mixes for ourselves. And so if we go somewhere, they just take the split. So they have all of our inputs come out of our board. And
cool.
without any of our things touching it, like they can do their own gain staging, everything. And then we have ours that go right into our ears so that they don't have to worry about our monitors at all. They just worry about the room. Just make it sound good to everyone else.
The tech's just doing like one channel?
No, they would get all the separate.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
So we have a splitter so that it's like my vocal goes in and then it goes to our board and then it also goes to their board.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's a nice thing. But that's not, I didn't even set all that up. We like, my bandmates in Years of the Modern, they do their research to figure out how to make things easier and more professional. They do Dear Fang right now too. That's their other band.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really good at utilizing clicks and stuff as well. Like we have most of our Years of the Modern stuff is like we have a drum machine. We don't have a drummer. So the drum machine kind of runs the whole thing.
Right.
It changes like patches on the keyboard. And then I have an effects pedal board that has all my different like the verse, chorus, etc. for each different song, the different effects, and I'm changing it during the songs.
Oh, nice.
But that's sort of stuff that you can automate with MIDI.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're making fun of ChatGPT.
MIDI's different because you're still setting it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just
I programmed this.
Yeah. So like they program a lot of stuff to like have it all attached together and have things like kind of all happen at the same time. So
Cool.
yeah,
That's fun. And you just take that around with you.
yeah.
And you're performing. Cool. Yeah, like I said, I saw you guys at Cicada and I was like amazed. I got to get out more. I said that to Mark today. Like, I want to go out more and watch you. So yeah, I was just curious about different challenges that you faced through your career. I mean, it sounds like it started in high school. So you could, speak to either it being like in your career as a performer or as a sound tech.
I mean, I'm my biggest challenge all the time. I think that's everyone's kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Not the
He's
pandemic.
nodding, he knows.
Yeah.
We're the only ones who get in our own way. Like everyone can do whatever they want to do, and you can put yourself out there if you want to. Like it's not like anyone stops you. Like there's like the complete ability at this point where like with DistroKid or SoundCloud or YouTube or anything, you can make your own podcast and upload it. Nobody can stop you.
Nobody's stopping you.
Literally no one can stop you.
Yeah, we talked about it for a long time. You're right. The only person getting in your way is you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like there's all the stuff is available at this point too with recording, like for like I would think at this point for less than like $400, you can have your own sort of thing that can record a whole song. Like the Zoom R24 that I was talking about, you can record a whole thing on that. It's got 8 inputs. I could plug a guitar in there. You could get a fucking cheap microphone off of Amazon. You can get these like SM57 knockoffs that are $20, right? Like if you want me to put this together for you, you got like a little $400 like Zoom thing that has this SD reader. You can get a cable for $20. You can get this mic for $20. You put it all together, you can record a song for like not that much money.
Right.
And by yourself.
Yeah.
And then you can record every song after that you have using that exact same stuff.
Right.
So like really no one's stopping anybody.
Yeah.
No.
There's like a lot of ability to do it. And even if you want to go and record it with somebody, there's always options. Like there's people who have lower price points for different things, and like if they're newer, like everyone knows somebody who like wants to start a studio or like records in their bedroom.
Gear.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of stuff, and like wants to do it, and like those sorts of people, they're just starting out. You're just starting out. You got to like team up,
start from somewhere,
give them a few bucks, and get their help.
Yeah.
And just play it the way that you know how. You don't need to make someone try to like multi-track you if you don't know how to do it. Like if you know how to play the guitar and sing,
simple.
just go and play it the way you play it. And like that's the thing I've always had a problem with is like thinking. I always think that there's like, a right way and a wrong way to do things.
Yeah.
And then you like you're always fighting with yourself about it. It's like, oh no, that doesn't sound good enough, or I didn't sing that well enough, or I didn't play that well enough, or I didn't write that well enough. And like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Like there's in no world does it matter how you sang it or how you wrote it. It's just like it just was what it was.
Yeah, you're just creating
and you either share
that energy out. Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of it. And I've had a hard time sharing things. That was my biggest problem. It took me until when my album came out in 2021, my first album. I could have had my first album out in friggin' 2011.
Yeah, 2014. Yeah, 2011.
Like I literally could have had an entire album
poems.
10 years prior. I have like this backlog of music because of it. Because I wasn't releasing any of it. I wasn't sharing it. I just like was really thinking like, wow, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. What does that do for you? Nothing.
No, you're not going to get better that way.
You're not going to get good enough.
No.
Air quotes
by
there.
Not doing
if
anything.
you don't do anything. Yeah. You have to put yourself out there. And that's the instant that you start putting yourself out there more is when you start getting better. So like you said, you noticed my improvements.
Yeah.
And you noticed my improvements because that's when I really started to put myself out there.
Yeah.
Right? So you saw me when I first was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do now.
Yeah.
And then you see me now and it's like I've just been doing it. And like you get better. You just can't help it.
Yeah. When you practice, you improve.
When you practice in front of people, you
especially.
really improve. When you practice at home by yourself, you can improve, but you'll improve so much faster if you just share your journey with people.
Yeah.
Just show people how good you are now.
Yeah.
Wherever that's at.
Yeah.
And just start doing it. Start meeting up with people. Start like performing. Do whatever it takes. Go to an open mic.
Yeah.
You just keep doing that until eventually you're going to like start to be as good as you want to be.
Yeah.
But you could share stuff before you're as good as you think you need to be.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Just putting yourself out there, I think, is like really good advice for people. I think, yeah, and I was thinking about this, but like a big challenge that I feel like is, and we talk about all the time in the art industry, is just the monetization part too, which is like a really hard thing for a career. It's not just necessarily your courage and being able to create and being able to like record, like you were saying, but I think a big challenge for most artists is like, you know, you only have this amount of time, and you know, this amount of time needs to be spent on like money making, and there's not, you know, are you getting monetized for all the stuff that we're putting out and the hours that you're spending to like put stuff out there? So yeah, I was just thinking about that when I was writing this. I was like, you know, how much are you doing that is not bringing in income that you have to like pay bills, you know?
Right.
I wish that it was more, I wish that you were getting paid for all these, you know, things that you're putting out.
Right. I mean, I make sure obviously that I have enough like just like cover sort of style gigs where I still play my songs anyway. Yeah. But like cover gigs or just like gigs that are just there's like an automatic amount of money that you are agreeing to for
that's
it.
Amazing.
Which is like obviously a little bit different than if you're trying to do only originals. I'm sure that's where it's like a bit more difficult, where some places are like, oh, we want to do a door split or we want to do this, and they can't make you any promises.
Yeah.
And it's like it's pretty hard to like schedule your life around no promises. Right? If you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna schedule that day off, I'm gonna drive to Toronto and make $10. Like that's not really the
not
move.
Realistic, exactly.
So I mean, what I would say, like for me, because I like to be a part of music in general, that's why I started doing like recording and live sound. That's not my favorite thing. I would rather just play. Yeah. But like the other thing is like a way for me to be kind of doing what I want or in the realm of it. So I feel like I'm learning from other performers while I'm at shows doing work. So I'm getting paid to be in places that I would want to be anyway. I want to be at these shows.
Yeah, for sure.
So now I'm being paid to be there whether I'm performing or I'm like watching intently, you know. It's like I want to be paid to be there.
Or doing like the sound tech part.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So
like, sorry.
Does that help with like connections too for like lining up more shows? Because now you're in the building and you know, I play too, right?
It's definitely always good to like know all the other engineers and to know all the venues and to know other bands that play. That's of course like that's all important. I would say too though, like if you're not someone who gets involved in that way, like where you're looking for like a job that's related to it, like I think people really overthink what it means to like go to work and do something. Like I worked at like A&W before, and I worked at like Shoppers Drug Mart, and like there was nothing wrong with doing those jobs while I was also an artist.
Exactly.
You can still...
You're going to have to find a way to pay for your life.
You still find time to do the things that you want to do if you really want to do them. And like, I think people need to stop feeling like that makes them like lesser than or like a failure or something. Like if you're
not making it in the industry.
No, if you do a regular job and in the evening you're recording like an album that you're super proud of, there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool.
I think that's the typical for most people, right?
Yeah.
Is that they're doing it as like a hobby, but still, you know, able to create and be artists in their off time. But it tends to have to be in their off time.
Those people need to, there's some people that do that need to really like just appreciate that what they're doing, it is relative. Like even if you're working anywhere, that money is to help support you in whatever you want to do. So like you have to live, you have to eat, but you can also pay for recording. You can also pay for like, I don't know, new guitars, new whatever.
Your $20 mics.
Yeah, the stuff that you need to like to further your career. Yeah. So like
paints.
So I think people just need to not be so down on themselves. If you have to do something, as long as you find the way that it relates to what you really want, then you're never doing something that you have to do. You're then just doing something that is supporting what your goal is.
Yeah.
So you just have to find the way that it is relative to your goal so that it doesn't feel, you know, like bad or like make you depressed.
Yeah. Well, you spend so much time. I think like that is the depressing part, is that they feel as though they're like wasting so much time at their like job,
right,
when they want to be, you know, making art or doing their
but that's the thing
energy.
Is like you're as long as you're still doing it, you can always be like supporting that. It doesn't make anything like that you're doing lesser than.
Right.
So people who aren't making all their money in music, that doesn't mean that they're any less of an artist than anyone else. And like, that's just how life is.
Yeah.
You got to pay for stuff. And as long as you keep doing what's important to you, though, I think I think that's the only thing that's key. Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, just finding that balance that you're not just, you know, so burnt out you can't do your art after.
Yeah.
That's always our complaint. But that might just be our kids.
Yeah.
The kids go to bed at 9. You're like, hey, you want to record? Not really. I need to go to bed.
There's all the struggles with freelancing too, right? I think that's what people don't think about. Like sometimes it is easier to just like work at A&W. And when I worked at A&W, I didn't have to like friggin' send out emails to people. I just showed up when I was supposed to be there and I left when I was done.
Yeah.
And then I could do anything I wanted with the rest of my time. But sometimes when you're freelance, like you don't do anything you want with all your time.
No,
it's not like that
grinding
at all. Yeah,
it's like
okay, you wanted to record that thing. Like you want to come record that today because I need a gig today. Like get over. Yeah, right. Like you're still pushing and you're still like, oh, I need 2 more gigs this month or else I'm gonna starve.
Pay my rent. You know? Pay my rent.
So you are still thinking about all that. So there's actually you tend to have more stuff to do.
Yeah.
So
more pressure on
can
your
be more
art.
stressful depending on what type of person you are.
Yeah.
Not everyone is built to try to like work in the thing that they love.
Yeah.
In that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes
we've talked about it a
safer.
bunch on our podcast, but I've had like some major meltdowns where changing the structure of the studio, and I hired a bunch of teachers, and now I'm getting myself where I'm like, wait a second, now I'm not even doing art anymore. Now this business that I created so hard because I wanted to be an artist, now all I'm doing is paperwork. I'm just like sending out emails all day long. I'm not even dancing anymore. So I know it is, sometimes it is easier just to like do your job and then have your hobby, and you've kind of always had to do that.
Yep.
You've always had to work a job and then come home and do art on the sides.
It makes music special. And it gives you stuff to write about, I find. I was like...
working about your miserable day at work.
I had more of an attitude. It was like I was ready to just like be angry and write an angry song because I was just like hating my day at work.
Yeah.
It's also nice to talk to people out in the world. I find
that's true.
It's like, it's not good if you like... If I don't have enough gigs and I like start to lock myself away and just like write songs, it's like, what am I even writing about? I haven't talked to a fucking person in 4 days.
I haven't seen the sun.
Like, who am I writing for? What am I doing? I don't even exist right now.
Yeah. I know. You can get lost like that.
Yeah.
Do you have a most memorable performance?
You know what? My most memorable performance would be, it was like in high school. We did this play that we wrote. The students wrote it.
Oh, cool.
So I wrote this one, like the part that I played in it, but I also wrote this song for it. So it was about transplants. So it was about organ transplantation. Like
Wow.
was what this play was supposed to be about. So we were like kind of promoting it, right, to like be an organ donor.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm
wrote,
like, what the heck in high school?
we were like, what? No, so I wrote
Is this a biology class?
So I wrote a song for it that they decided to put at the beginning.
Wow.
So I would play it for like the rehearsals, like before the show every day. And then my favorite performance was not one of the actual performances of it, but we were all backstage and everyone else, all the other kids who were in the show with me, they were like, oh, Amanda, play your song. They were like, we all know your song. We all know all the words. I was like, no, you don't. And they were like, yes, we do. And there's this video of me playing this. I'm like, I don't know, 16 or 17, and I'm playing this song, and all these kids are singing along with the words that I wrote, the melody that I wrote, and it just hit me so hard to like have all these people around me singing my song with me, and like especially like a bunch of teenagers, so I thought that was like a moment for me that was like, oh, okay, like I can write a song that people can sing along to, that people can like. Yeah, because
it wasn't, obviously you hadn't had all the experiences that you've had now with successful, shows and audiences. You're so young.
Yeah, none of them will hit the same way that it hits the first time you hear anybody sing your song with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like a group of people like that. And we ended up all singing it at the mall for something too. Like they wanted us to do like kind of like a promo for our show at the mall. And it was someone else's idea. They were like, oh, let's all just like sing Amanda's song at the mall. So like it was like someone else's idea. So like they really liked it. And I just thought that was so nice. I was like, wow, people could like my songs.
Like my stuff. People when it's about organ donation. Amazing. So kind of, I guess now, a fast forward 10 years later, and how do you feel like you make an effort to connect with your audience during live performances?
You know what? I think I'm pretty bad at connecting with them while I'm singing. I'm better at doing it in between the songs.
Okay.
I tend to.
You feel like you're like,
when I watch you,
you're in the zone. Yeah, I do that too.
But when I'm in between them, I try to just be myself, and I try to just like, make some jokes and like just be a little silly and like kind of try to tell people what I was thinking when I was writing it, so that they have like kind of some insight. Every once in a while, if I'm like really trying, I'll like open my eyes and try to like look at people. Because like it is good to look at people, but it like it is pretty like hefty. Like when you mean what you're singing, if you look someone in the eye and you just sang like a serious line or like,
well, totally. I was just thinking that
it feels like a lot.
It's uncomfortable.
Like you're singing at them, and sometimes
serenading them, just staring at them.
Yeah, you don't know how you're making those people feel. Sometimes I'm sure people are like, wow, like, oh, you meant
she loves me.
Yeah, like I think you're in love with me, Amanda. You never know how people are gonna feel from it, but like that's I do feel like a little more afraid of looking right at people, because when I'm saying things that I mean, like I almost don't want them to have to feel that. It's like you don't
connect with me
right now.
You
don't need to connect that much.
No,
you could just like when I'm talking in between, you can be like, oh, she's nice. That's good. She's a nice girl.
Yeah.
Like I don't want you to leave there being like, wow, that girl's in love with me. She looked right at me and saying that she loved me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know. I should try a little harder though, because I think with that sort of thing, like I think it would be nice to be able to let people in a little more on that, because I do sing. I already sing very like vulnerable things, and I like tell people like things that are like basically a journal that I'm sharing with everyone. Like that's how my songs are. So it feels like I'm already giving you a lot. Yeah. So if I look at you, it's like I've given you everything I have.
Oh my God.
But I'll try. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is, it's intimidating. Again, as a like performer, when you're on stage, like that is the expectation that you're like smiling and staring people right in the eyes. So yeah.
I guess maybe it's different for dance.
Yeah, dance I think is really important, that you're like looking people in the eyes and smiling right at their faces, But yeah, I think no matter what, anytime there's an audience there, we talked about this in the podcast a couple of weeks ago, just like that connection with the audience and performer, like it's just so powerful. So yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it when artists like right into my soul.
Okay, well, yeah, it makes me feel weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, see, so everyone's
always front row and everyone's staring
back and
up
forth
in their eyes. Yeah.
I think it also depends on how much you love a
that
certain
person,
artist or like their
yes,
music.
100%.
Because like it really
100%.
hits different when an artist that you like there's this artist I really like, Josiah and the Bonnevilles, and I've been going to see him for a while, like since I was like 15. He's been like my favorite, and he's really started to gain popularity in the last couple years.
What's the name, sorry?
Josiah and the Bonnevilles.
Okay.
So like he was playing like the one time I went and saw him, there was like 10 people there. And like the last time I went and saw him, there was like 500 people there.
Wow.
So like it's
We've
like
had that so many times.
Very
Yeah.
different, like very different vibe now.
Yeah,
Like he's got all these different fans who are like, they like him because they found him like recently with all these like folk covers that he does.
Okay.
And so he like became like a little bit more popular.
Yeah.
But like I've been on his Patreon since like the first day he made it and stuff like that. Just like, so I've been like a big fan.
You're like, I'm a real fan.
So we waited after the show because I wanted to say hi, because I've met him a few times and I'm like active on his Patreon. So like I've interacted with him just like over the internet, like talked to him.
Cool.
And he like recognized me and knew my name, and like my friends were like, ooh, and I had that like, oh my God, you remember
Butterflies
me.
feeling. Yeah.
You know, you just feel good. You're like, oh my gosh, you remember me.
He knows who I am.
Yeah, so it hits different when it's like someone you actually
For
like,
sure.
someone you just like really relate to or connect with, that
Yeah.
it like means something different, and then it's like really special when those people like look at you. So but it's hard to pick out who those people are gonna be in your
Oh,
audience.
that's
Yeah.
true.
You never know who's the person
Yeah.
who's like awkward and who's the person that wants you to look right at them.
Yeah.
So like it is better to try, because you don't want to leave those people without those sorts of feelings, because that's like part of the best thing about being a fan, is like having those moments where you see
Yeah.
like your favorite artist live and they look right at you,
Yeah.
or you like get to meet them, or even you just hear your favorite song live and it just like hits different.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Live music is like a unbelievable experience.
Yeah,
Maybe
those are the moments.
Oh, swear. Awesome. Are we ready for a...
Yeah, we're right
bedtime?
at an hour.
Oh, it's like I got an internal clock every
Yeah.
single time.
Knew it right away.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be back more from Amanda Lyn Parker.
All right, yeah, we'll be back.
I'll try my best for you. This is an old song. So I finished writing this song like 10 years ago, but then I wrote the chorus for it. Just the words for the chorus when I was like 16. So that's, how old am I? That's like 16 years ago. Well, going back in time here.
guess 10. I thought you were 25.
Wow, no, I'm 32.
Wow.
All right, let me see if I remember what I'm doing. If this goes poorly, I'll play a different song, and then we can erase this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No edits.
My cares, they come and go and fade the space in front of me. Feelings that I used to know live in here. Melodies, colors just won't seem to fade. A permanence within their glow. Bring to me your subtle grace and watch me grow. 'Cause I've never seen the earth from the peak of a mountain, yet to sail the globe on top of the sea. But I've seen so much beauty this world has to offer. Never seen heaven, but you've looked at me. You looked at me. Misplaced and not a ways to escape what I had made. Singled out just to be brought back to captivity. Funneled into iris caves. I see inside your skin case. I see you as a whole. I see you as a soul. But I've never seen the earth from the peak of a mountain, yet to sail the globe on top of the sea. But I've seen so much beauty this world has to offer. Never seen heaven, but you've looked at me. You looked at me. Waves of possibilities rolling all overseas. That is why I can't find I almost had it. What is left? Or how will I know where to step if I've never seen the earth from the peak of a mountain, yet to sail the globe on top of the sea? But I've seen so much beauty this world has to offer, never seen heaven, but you looked at me. You looked at me.
All right, we are back from our break, and we are talking today with Lyn Parker.
That's me.
The music extraordinaire. She's so incredible. So yeah, we're talking about all things music, all things recording tech, sound tech. So yeah, you kind of were talking about this a little before with the two bands that you are currently in and your independent solo projects. But yeah, do you have any current projects on the go, upcoming shows that you're excited about that you want to talk about?
I got a show on January 23rd. I'm opening for John Muirhead at the Warehouse.
Cool.
I am bringing Joe Lipinski with me to play pedal steel.
Amazing.
Oh, cool.
We've only had one rehearsal so far, so hopefully we're going to rehearse this week as well.
When's the show again?
January 23rd.
Ooh,
It's
getting
coming
close.
up. Yeah, Joe Lipinski's a professional, though. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Just throw them in there.
Yeah.
And it's at the Warehouse. Where can people get tickets?
I think they sell stuff on Dice is their ticket thing. I don't have any
Okay.
physical tickets at this point. I could probably get some, though, if someone wants to buy a ticket off
The
me.
Warehouse
Okay.
website too, I think.
Yeah, if you go to the Warehouse website,
Okay.
it'll take you to
Is
Dice.
it like a warehouse.com?
I don't know.
I
I
couldn't
will
tell you
find
what it
out.
is. I think that's what I did last time.
That's how you bought tickets?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's an app called Dice that they use.
I just used Dice for Road Waves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was at the Warehouse, actually. Did we see them at the Warehouse?
Yeah.
Road Waves?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm going to look it up.
I just took
You
that
guys can keep
sip like
talking.
right into the microphone. I didn't
Oh,
mean
it's
to.
all good.
It's all good.
Makes it
Mark said that
natural.
today. Mark's like, obviously you guys edit, right? I'm like, no, we do not. He's like, what?
Obviously.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we don't, bud. What? What's the problem?
It's more organic.
Exactly. That's what I said.
You guys aren't big ummers though, so it's okay. People who say a lot would need to edit.
You know
it, I
what? We
think.
really had to work at
We
that.
had to really
Yeah?
work on it.
Well,
Our
there you
first
go.
night, yeah, we just listened back and we're like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you know, oh, it's bad. Yeah, looks like it's warehouseconcerthall.com. You can get tickets there.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
There you
You're
have it.
on there. Cool. Okay, fun. And yeah, my other was collaboration. So I know you were, well, you probably toured with lots of bands like as a sound tech. But yeah, any interest in collaborating with artists? You were talking about Joe, but yeah, collaborating with artists. And I actually, this question you can do living or dead. Who would it be and why?
Oh, if I could collaborate with anyone?
Yeah.
Mark
Hort.
I collaborate with Mark Hort a lot.
Yeah. He's great.
He is great. He's a very good drummer.
Yeah.
Actually, he writes a good melody too from time to time in Power Walk. That's probably my favorite thing to do is when we get together for Power Walk with Ari, because we just like
Oh, that is you.
It's
yeah,
all-
'cause we
it's
were
just all
listening
fun.
to we were on Instagram and it came up as Power Walk. I'm like, I don't know. Jacob said, he's like, is that
Yeah, what is
them?
Power Walk?
Power Walk is me, Mark Hort, and RESK.
Okay.
So it's just the three of us. We have no intention of ever playing a live show as Power Walk. It's just like a fun project for us because we make Ari's albums as well. So we perform those out as Ari's band as well too.
Okay.
And then I don't know, we just get together and like put synthesizers and
Yeah.
fun
It
stuff
was
together.
good. The song we were listening to sounded awesome. It
Yeah, that's
reminded me
fun.
of Alves
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
a little bit.
I love that band.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
They're amazing live.
True story. I kissed her on the mouth.
What?
Yeah. They opened for
When did
before the
this happen?
Decemberists. They opened before the Decemberists and she was in the basement, like in front of like the coat check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kissed her on the mouth.
But she did it, was she aware that was about to happen?
No.
Oh no.
She for sure wasn't, but I don't know. I was just feeling it in the moment.
I hope there's no warrant out for your arrest for this. They're coming after you now.
I was so
the first
excited.
album time, I think.
Yeah.
So they weren't as big.
Yeah, it was during Marry Me Archie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't as big. They were opening for the Decemberists though. Like it was a big enough show.
Yeah, it was big.
Oh, she's so beautiful.
She's a great singer live. Like super, super, super good.
That's what that song reminded me of. I don't know what Power Walk song it was, but it came on. It was like on one of your videos. And I was like, Jacob said, he was standing behind me. He's like, is that them? But yeah, I've never heard anything other than that.
Yeah, I think we put out 4 or 5 songs.
Wow.
What kind of synths do you got?
You know what? I don't have a lot of them. I have a lot of like fake like plug-in synths.
Oh yeah.
So I've got all the Arturia ones, which are like they've got like all the classics. And then I have Ari has a micro Korg, so I use that sometimes. And then we've got another of Ari's keyboards. It's like Kawaii.
Okay.
Like KAWAII. And like the sounds are on like a floppy disk type thing that's plugged into the back.
So fun.
So I've got that, and then I've got a like Yamaha, just like a friggin' like department store Yamaha keyboard. So I use that one as well. And
they're fun.
Yeah, we like corny sounds, like anything. Like it doesn't have to sound like the most like state of the art thing. We actually like when it sounds like kind of cheap or something. Like there's just something to it.
Yeah. So it just gives it a different sound.
Yeah. There's only one rule with Power Walk is that we all have to sing on the songs.
Okay.
So if you listen to all of our songs, all of our voices are in there somewhere.
Cool.
So like me and Mark sing lead together on some of them. So you'll hear both of us singing on, there's a song called You and I, and there's a song called Lantern.
You and I, that was the song that I was listening to.
Yeah, so Mark and I are singing like that whole time.
Yeah,
and
maybe that's why, because it was layered, and I was like, is that her voice? But yeah, it was probably because your voices were together.
Yep.
Very cool. I'm going to go back and give it another listen. Cool. Okay, so these are just some like quick fires. If you don't have an answer, you can just pass.
Okay.
You're like, never passing.
I will find a way to answer any question.
Yeah, okay. So the first one is favorite guitar brand.
Fender.
Yeah. Most unexpected place that you found inspiration for a song. After the Stars and the Forest.
Landscapers.
What?
Okay.
Like specifically the men doing the landscaping?
Yeah, there was this one I'll give you a little in depth.
I love this.
So with Years of the Modern, we like one of our first songs that we wrote. We never put it out at this point, but it's called Wavin' at Doug. And we wrote this song just like about like it's like the idea was that there's this landscaper at your house and you're like waving to him, but you're actually like really frightened by him, like he's really creepy. And so you wave at him and like you're really polite with him. So the guy that I was basing it off of was not really creepy.
Okay.
But like when I was like younger, we had these landscapers who came to our house and they were like working at our house like the entire summer. And my dad became really good friends with the one landscaper. And so he was at our house all the fucking time. Like he became like a family friend.
Yeah.
And so this guy was always at our house. And like he asked me to make a mixtape for him to give to his girlfriend. And he wanted this song like Don't Dream It's Over on this mix CD to give to her.
Okay.
So I made him like this mix CD. And I just thought like, why is this landscaper in my life and in my memory? Like, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
And
why is this guy in my house?
So I just thought it was funny because they had named their tracks, right, that they sent to me. So they had sent me this like track that was called Waving at Doug. And that's what it reminded me of because I think his name was Doug.
Wow,
which is a funny name for a landscaper, of course. Doug.
Doug's a funny name, period.
But
D-U-G.
It reminded me of that. And I just like, why is this landscaper always at my house? Yeah. And so I just took that and like turned it into like the horror movie concept of that. Yeah, where it's like,
got the guy, he's got the machete
weird.
Cutting out your grass, you know?
Yeah.
Doing the cutouts for the garden. Hilarious. That's great. Good story.
Yeah, that's funny.
If you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, okay, I just did like desert island records with on the last podcast that I did.
Okay.
So I had to answer
Same question?
kind of this. They made me pick 5 that were like for the desert island.
Okay.
If I could only listen to one for the rest of my life, I feel like I would want, I don't know. I would want to like hear, I said I would like make a record that's like all of my friends' songs on a record so I could hear all my friends' voices. So if I had to listen to one, it would be like the voices of all my friends.
Your top 10 of your
that's
friends.
cool.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's so nice. List your top friends. No, I'm kidding.
This isn't MySpace. This is not MySpace. We're done with that.
Yeah.
Skip. Just kidding. Okay. What's your go-to karaoke song? I guess you could just do like open
1,000
mic
Miles
song
by Vanessa
Oh,
Carlton is my
wow.
karaoke
Okay,
song.
perfect. Is that like the taking a wave downtown? Knocking? Okay, wow. Yeah, okay. I like that song.
Everyone else takes over for you. It's the perfect
I didn't know the
karaoke
name
song.
of that song.
Yeah. Everyone takes over for
Yeah,
you? They start
there's
singing it?
yeah, if there's a bunch of like adult women in there,
Drunk girls?
they run
Yeah.
up and they take the mic right
There's
out of
a
your hand,
bachelorette
and
party.
you just are like, and then you're just the cool person who picked the song that they love, and
Yeah.
then they just like they're just in it with you.
Yeah, I
And
feel
it's a
that
lot of fun.
about Rock Lobster.
Oh my
And then
God.
you get the guys and the girls going. You're just like, yeah, and the boys and the girls.
Rock Lobster.
Rock Lobster. Yeah, yeah,
What a weird band.
yeah. What a weird band. I love them though. Do they have more than one album? Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like more than 2.
I think so.
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Okay, yeah, I wanted to talk about this because you were a huge inspiration for me last year. I remember we were at like a show together and I was like, we have to be friends because I have all alcoholic friends. But yeah, can you talk to us a little bit about your decision to go alcohol free?
It was a shame-based decision.
Really?
Yeah, there was a bad event that made me realize that I just couldn't do it.
Come on.
Because I was like, I'm not the person I want to be if I'm drinking, and
Yeah.
I felt like I needed to prove to like other people, like to my friends, that I wasn't the person that I was when I was drinking,
Wow.
and I needed to prove to myself. And then there was a point, obviously, I felt like I made my point after probably the first year.
Yeah.
Just like being a better person in general after that.
Yeah.
But like once you prove the point, then it's like, well, really, like you just kind of become that person who just like, I don't know, you just don't really need to.
Yeah.
And there becomes a point where you're just like, I don't know, like I just like to be in control of my own mind, and like I definitely am really susceptible to like a lot of like anxiety and like to depression and stuff. And so the instant that if I like try to smoke a joint or anything, I'm so anxious that I just like want to not be high.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, and, like, if I
you're
was
not getting what you're
like,
hoping to get
there's
from it.
no good thing for it like from
Right.
it for me anymore. It's just like doesn't help. It just like
Yeah.
hits the wrong way, and I just like can't enjoy myself.
Yeah.
So like I'm better off to just like usually the people who like have trouble going alcohol free, they think they can't have fun without it, and now
Right.
I'm like, I don't think I could have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, and so that's the change, is really that. So it's
change
like
in mindset.
yeah, now it's not so much like it's not a big decision at this point anymore. It's just I just don't.
That's what
really
you do or
it.
don't do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, I was really at a point where it was like affecting my memory with like choreography. So did you, going from, it's been so long obviously for you, but do you find it just so much easier to like, remember words and remember music and, be a performer with not having that distraction in the way?
I mean, it probably is. It's been like 5 years now.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
don't
That's what I said,
really
yeah.
remember so much, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think it's just likely that I'm better at it.
Yeah.
Remembering.
Yeah, exactly. I
And
feel
just
like it's just
also-
such an effector.
Like, and just also reading situations better.
Yep.
Because like there was this one time I just remember I was like out for like my cousin's birthday or something at Taps. This is probably like 2012 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was playing music there, and I was so drunk. And my cousin wanted me to play something, and I like went up to the person. I was like, "Let me play your guitar. Like I'm gonna play a song." And like I just like think about something like that after, and just like how annoying that would have been
embarrassing
for that person.
They're trying to play.
They
Imagine if
did,
you're,
they did let me play, and I like
Wow.
it was fine, and I didn't wreck their gear or anything, but like like really like it's not really cool to do that, and I feel so bad about doing stuff like that. Like you can't feel bad forever though, so I don't feel bad anymore. I'm sorry to whoever. I don't even know who it was. No, and that's how bad that is. I don't remember who that was.
You must have like how annoying is it for you on the receiving end, where you're like sober all the time and you're in these scenarios where you're playing at bars and people are coming up to you like,
you know what, every once in a while I don't really I do let people come up sometimes if they really like want to. I don't usually let people play my guitar, unless they're not like a super drunk person, but if they're like if
only
there's
if
someone,
it's Brandon Agnew,
if it's like Brandon Agnew can always play my guitar. I literally play his guitar at songwriter night most of the time.
That's amazing.
But I don't know. I feel like it's okay when people like want to come up and play and stuff, but it's always better if people are like aware of their surroundings. Like if it's like a kid who wants to come and play something, for sure. Like I have no problem passing stuff to like someone who's serious and who's not just like some drunk person who's like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know? It's a different, totally different scenario.
Yeah. I
so
feel like it would be
extra.
I wish, or I feel like it would be so annoying being like a person who doesn't, and then you're in that scenario where, you know, you're typically playing in a bar, right? You're performing like in an audience in a, you know, restaurant or bar where people are drinking. So,
I don't find that I get like so annoyed with people drinking or anything. Like
it's very patient.
It's only if people are like really out of hand, which you get annoyed with them anyway.
For sure.
Even if you're one of the drunk people too. Like there's people who get to a point where you're like, please go home. Like that's enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But like people who are just like, when I hang out with my friends, if they're drinking, it's like it really does not bother me at all, and I usually don't interpret them as being drunk people. It's kind of funny. I almost assume that nobody's drunk.
Right.
Like I kind of do the opposite. So like unless someone's like slurring, I'm not thinking about the fact that they're drinking. So most of the time I just like, you just interact with people normal.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's when people are like normal with drinking, right? Like people who can drink and like
they're having a conversation,
and they're just chatting with you, and it's all good, and there's no slurring, there's no like indications that they need to sit down or drink some water or something. You know,
doing the wobble.
There's none of that. If there's none of that, I have no concept. Like they could have had 7 beers, and if I don't know, I don't know, and I'm not thinking about it. Yeah, innocent.
If you weren't a musician, what would you be doing?
I mean, I was cooking.
Still
for
working
a long
at
time.
Shoppers?
I worked in kitchens a bunch too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I worked at like Mill Street Brew Pub in Toronto. Because I moved back to Toronto.
Okay.
For a minute.
Okay.
For like a year.
Okay.
But yeah, I like cooking. I would probably go back to school. I would love to just, I don't know, learn anything. It'd be interesting. Like I really like space. So I'd probably go back and want to learn something.
That's the 12-year-old star memory.
Yeah, that's the classic move. I would pull a Brian May, go back and like become an astrophysicist or something.
Yeah, wow.
I think that would be fun. But I think there's always like stuff to do. I used to like think like, oh, if I couldn't play music, it'd be the end of my life. It's like, no, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
I'd find something to do.
Now I found like to the point where I've like burnt out with the dance situation. I'm like, man, maybe I don't want to dance anymore. But, you know, then I get those cute little kids or, you know, a recital happens and it brings you back, right? You have those great moments. But
pulls you back in.
Yeah, for sure. What's the weirdest instrument you've ever tried to play?
The weirdest instrument?
Harmonica.
Your newest harmonica?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you should show her the coconut flute.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob's grandfather made like it's the recorder piece of the mouth on a coconut with like holes in the top.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Does it sound good?
It doesn't sound bad.
It's okay. Yeah, so somebody who can play it. It sounds all right. I don't know where it is.
Unexpected.
It's around here somewhere. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, no, I've never played anything that interesting. No, I don't think so. I would try anything though, like any instrument.
Tried the bagpipes?
Never.
No. We just saw it at we went to Irish Festival and a guy was doing a tutorial. He was like, you just do this and then you do this and you do this and you do this.
You're like, okay.
No, I don't think so, man. I'm not doing any of those things. What was the first concert you ever went to?
I saw Iron Maiden.
Come on.
At the Air Canada Centre.
Oh my God. Was it with your dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
I went with my dad and my sister, I think. I was 14.
Come on. That's amazing. Mine was the Ataris. Yours was?
Mine was Prozac.
Oh yeah, Prozac.
Nice. They're horrible live. I've seen them live. They're so
We've
bad.
Seen them so many times,
I love
but
their
they're
music.
so fun. I know.
Their
exactly.
music's
so fun.
It was like really.
I feel like it was
really
good in the
produced
height.
in the 90s.
Yeah, it was good in the 90s.
They lip sync. And that's why it sounds good. They lip sync the whole time, and then they've got like the things behind them.
They came back and we saw them recently, and the
stage was just so budget.
Yeah, it was more budget, but you could tell they were actually playing their stuff. I think.
I didn't notice they were lip syncing.
The one show that I went to, I feel like it was like maybe it was a bad night, but
yeah, maybe.
It felt like
we saw them open for Aqua.
Oh, that's the best. I fucking love Aqua.
Yeah, Aqua blew me away.
No,
I thought
they
like
were one of the best bands of all time.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be really produced, and they were like fantastic. Like they were so good.
Okay, but what is it? Aquarium is literally like best dance album of all time.
Yeah, 100%.
In my opinion.
I think we were talking about that. We had it on cassette.
Yeah,
we played it until it ripped apart. Like
nonstop.
Yeah,
it's literally like I've never heard a better dance album than that.
Yeah,
like the instant that I hear any of those songs, I'm just like, boom, boom, ready to go.
Yeah, I can't believe this is a side note, but I can't believe they came out with the Barbie movie and didn't use that song.
Yeah.
They just knew that people were expecting it, so they just wanted to like be different. That whole movie was
ridiculous,
problematic because
they problematic. That's the right word for it.
They were just trying too hard to be different.
Existential crisis
I don't know.
of Barbie. Like, what were they doing?
I personally did not love it. I
took my 5-year-old at the time, and my kid was just like, "What is happening?"
I just prefer when things have like more of a story to go off of. I feel like, to me, it just felt like
I thought it was
they had
too much
a lot
of a story.
No, I felt like they had just like a lot of ideas for what they would want a Barbie movie to be about,
right?
And then they didn't really like tell a story to me.
Yeah,
and that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm sure like lots of people loved it, and that's cool, and they did it and they made it.
Yeah, they made it.
That's
they
fine.
Sure did.
They definitely made that.
They sure made
and
that.
It came out and they made money, and that's what I can say. Congrats to them.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Are you a vinyl collector or a playlist curator?
I mean, I do have
take a swing at that.
I do have some vinyl and I do have some playlists, but I'm not really
one or the
either.
other. No.
In fact, I really don't. I find that I actually don't listen to as much music as people would think that I do.
Well, because you're creating all the time. I say that to people. I'm like, I don't read any. Everyone's like, oh, did you see that on my social media? I'm like, I'm constantly creating. I'm not really taking anything in.
I make an effort at times to like listen to new things that come out, or to listen to like an album that I want to take some inspiration from. So like
if you already like a band.
Yeah, like I'll put stuff on purpose. Yeah. Like if I'm in my car, but I do like to listen to, like, if I'm driving by myself, I'll listen to a podcast. If I'm driving with people, I'll listen to music. Or if I'm like focused on like kind of understanding a project, I'll like listen to the music. Like I had on the way here, I was listening to Nevermind.
Okay.
Because I was like, I want to like focus in on how they did the drums and just kind of get some production ideas and just like things like that. So sometimes there's like a purpose to my listening instead of like, I don't listen to things as much just like,
it's putting something on.
It's cool when you're just kind of involved with the people in your area, and that's the music you're focusing on, because I think that's how you develop like those iconic like music scenes where you could go to like, Seattle in the 90s or something, and kind of everybody sort of sounded similar, and then you have these different chunks. The music from here sounds different, and it's segregated and they're doing their own thing, right?
Yeah, it's teaching you about like a geography or a history or time period.
Yeah, there is a lot of cool stuff going on in Niagara, like a lot of really cool music. So I definitely, like, for me right now, listening to anything from the 90s that I'm listening to is like trying to take inspiration as like a producer and a sound engineer for like OK Camper. So I was listening to also like Super Drag and just like things that like Grant was showing me that he likes. So I've listened to that now, Teenage Fan Club because of Grant, Super Drag because of Grant, and like the Get Up Kids because of Grant.
Yeah.
And so just trying to like focus in on all these sort of things that he likes, and then also the other things from that sort of same time period that were like the most popular. So like any sort of alt 90s rock sort of thing I'm listening to, like mostly to just like, how can I record the drums?
Inspiration.
Get
his
like
vision.
That.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So you said, we were talking about, people coming up to you at shows, but craziest thing that's ever happened while performing?
I mean, it's not that, I don't think it's the craziest. It was pretty crazy though. It was just like it's the first thing that came to my mind was I played at this like winery like last year. I was like the first person to play there. and the one lady was serving, and she was like not supposed to be working that day or something, and she was wearing flip-flops, and she like stepped weird and fell and like smashed her head. And I was like playing, and like there's this lady on the ground, and someone runs over and is like, "Someone call an ambulance!" And we're all like, "What?
Should I keep playing?"
Well, I was like, I better stop playing. This is really weird. Like there's this lady on the ground, and like a nurse happened to be there, so she runs over and she's talking to this lady, and like the lady's conscious, so that's good, but she like doesn't really know where she is, so she's like asking her all these questions. But like I walked around the corner. It's not funny, but it is a little bit, because she was carrying wine. I think she's okay now, so I was just like,
it's funny.
I'll start
now.
with this.
Yeah,
It's only
she's
a little
okay.
funny.
Yeah.
At the moment though, like I walked around the corner and she was carrying wine. Like it looked like a freaking like murder scene. Like it looked so scary, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I realized it was all just like wine everywhere. I was like, "Oh, thank God, that's not her fucking blood.
She's bleeding everywhere."
Holy shit! I was so worried. Right when I turned, I was like, "Oh my God, this is bad." But then I was like, "Oh, that's just wine. Okay, she's awake. Oh my God, what the hell?" It was so wild. And then I was just like waiting, like, okay, I don't know when
what's a natural
when
pause
is it
in
like
this so
right for me to start playing? Like
Yeah.
I don't want people to just have to sit here and be worried, but I also shouldn't really be playing while someone's getting carried away in an ambulance.
There's a stretcher here. Like,
so yeah.
Should I change spots?
And like as a side note, for some reason this has happened at like Silversmith too when I was there. Like the one lady, she fell down the stairs. And my friend who works there went down, and she thought this lady died, and we were just like, oh my goodness, like this has now happened a couple times. Another time at Silversmith, I was sitting there, and the guy beside me just like went down.
Wow.
And so we had to call an ambulance. So
that just happened to us at Empire of the Sun in New York.
Oh,
we were front row, and the guy right behind us. Well, I guess he was kind of between us. Just boom.
Just collapsed.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
he didn't go
weird.
like this. He went like this.
Oh man.
Like
down.
I've never seen like one leg was like this and the
His
other leg.
knees
Oh, he
were
just
like-
like buckled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
just
knees
buckled.
were just buckled underneath him. Oh, it looks horrifying. I'm like,
so
his
weird.
knees are broken.
Yeah, it's
That's
definitely
bad.
it's weird to be there for someone's
Watching
like medical
that?
event like that, especially when you're performing, because then you're like, oh
Yeah.
no, like I don't want to like. I care that this person,
Yeah.
like if this person's okay or not.
Yeah.
So like, I don't really want to play at all anymore.
Yeah,
like
I'm in shock. I
I'm
wanna
like
go
ready
home
to go
and talk to a therapist.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home
Yeah.
and sit in the corner and just like think about my own like mortality.
Mortality, totally.
But yeah, that's the weirdest stuff that can
That's
happen.
awful,
Yeah.
awful. Favorite city or venue that you've ever played in?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Favorite
know.
do you have a favorite venue to like watch bands?
I mean, I like a classic like Horseshoe Tavern sort of show,
Totally.
or like a Danforth.
Damn, he took mine. The Phoenix, but that's just because they're
Yeah,
Suns.
just
yeah,
pretty much all the Toronto
Danforth,
sort of ones. I've
yeah.
got good memories of like even seeing things at Opera House and like
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
Opera
Like
House is awesome.
yeah, just
I like
mostly
Town
Toronto.
Ballroom in Buffalo. I like, man, Red Rocks like changed my life.
I want to go there
Colorado.
so bad.
Go do it. It is the best ever.
It's the
Like,
coolest
It's
venue
so
I've
cool.
ever
It
seen.
It is the coolest
It
venue
is.
I've ever been to in my life. Yeah, we saw Spangle there. Do you know who that is? Spangle.
I haven't been, but I
Yeah.
watch a lot of like live at Red Rocks
Yeah.
sort of concerts
Yeah.
because it's the coolest friggin'
Oh,
venue of
it's
all time.
unbelievable, and like to see it live, like the
Whoever
lights
came
on
up
the
with
rock.
the idea to do that was just like they were
Genius.
cooking. They were
Cha-ching!
cooking that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
They're like, what if there was concerts here? And everyone was like, yes.
It's so
Yeah.
crazy too, because like the way the three like pieces come up, like the two side pieces in the back, it's like God made that amphitheater.
no, that's an absolute dream. That
Yeah.
place is a dream.
Yeah. And we just did oh my gosh, I'm losing it. In New York. King's Theater.
yeah.
King's Theater in Brooklyn also was incredible. I think
I have
it's
yet
like
to go to New York City. I've never been to New York City.
don't go, it's an armpit.
We went to Boston recently, though. I liked Boston.
Boston, it was amazing.
Boston's
Boston
cool.
Harbor. Did you see the like aquarium out in the front? Did you do the harbor?
I didn't go to the aquarium. No.
Okay.
We did go whale watching, but we went out of Gloucester.
Okay.
And I was so sick on the boat.
Oh.
Like so sick.
Did you know you get motion sickness?
No, I didn't know that it was like that. But I had a concussion last year. I used to be fine on boats, but ever since that, I guess I'm not fine on boats anymore because I threw up like 4 times, and like it was so bad that I was just like. I was like holding on to stuff and just praying that they were going to take me back to land. Like I was like, I actually just want to jump off this boat right now. Like I'm ready to give up. This is the worst feeling of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember that you got hit on your Great Lakes Swimmers tour, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
When you're dizzy too, and you just like, and someone's just like
so
swaying
nauseous.
you, and the wind was crazy that day. It was so bad.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling in the world.
Well,
Worst.
now you know.
I got a free ticket to go back
You're like,
because
"Thanks."
we saw the one whale twice, and they have like they have like a guarantee there.
Yeah.
Like they were really cool. It's called like St. Anne's.
Okay.
I think is the whale watching tour. They were great.
Yeah.
Like the whole team was.
I was
really
gonna
nice,
say St.
but
Andrews, but that's in Bay of Fundy. Yeah.
I did not do well. They gave me a lot of ginger candies and a ginger ale.
You're like, I need a knockout medication.
Yeah, like I need gravel and
to
just like
knock
lay me down
out.
somewhere
Yeah.
until we're back on land.
Yeah, totally. Oof. One piece of gear you couldn't live without.
I could live without all of it.
The harmonica.
The thing I would be I would be the
it.
saddest if I couldn't sing anymore. That would upset me.
That one's an onboarded instrument.
But I mean, I had some trouble with my voice before, but it did get better, so that's fine. But it's crazy if you feel like if you're losing your voice, that's a bad feeling.
It was like laryngitis?
No, I had like they thought it was like nodules or something, and they thought that I might need surgery or something. But then I went on tour and didn't sing for 6 weeks, and my ENT was like, "Oh, like
just needed a rest.
It's healed.
Yeah.
Like it healed itself." So
Nice.
You just needed a rest.
I needed a break.
Yeah.
So
it's your body telling you need a break.
Yeah.
Who's the most surprising person that you've met or worked with in the industry?
Most surprising person.
Tony. Tony or Doug?
It's funny, the Great Lakes Swimmers, his name is Tony as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that must have been amazing.
He's a really great songwriter.
Yeah.
I really like his songs. Most surprising person, I don't know.
It's okay.
I like everyone that plays music. I don't know. It always surprises me when I meet a person locally that I haven't met who plays music like all the time, or like when you like get closer to someone. So like there's some people just that like maybe I didn't hang out with them so much before. So like even like Brendan, like he randomly reached out to me once, just like asking me like who he should go to do like a music video, and I was like, I'll film your music video. I just like threw myself into it. I was like, yeah, I could do that. Why not? That'd be fun.
What's the difference? Recorded? Yeah. I got a video camera. We're good.
So me, him, and Zach Burry, we all went to Buffalo together for a day and like filmed it, and then we kind of became like better friends from that. And then it's like you realize there's so many people around that just like that are just like you and just want to make as much art as they can and make music and make videos and have fun and just hang out. So it's always good when you meet more people that way.
Totally. Yeah, I know. It gets to a point where you're like, those are the only people I want to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like, show me your art or bye now.
It's just always such a good feeling too when you like when you get to know someone who actually lives near you. Yeah. Who like people who like you just get along with and you realize, oh, this is someone I can hang out with now. This is great.
Yeah. So you can have you can make stuff, right? Have projects on the go.
Yeah. It's good when you make more friends in your adult years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we've gone through, like the overhaul of kids now where, our friendships that are our friends in the art industry are just so precious to us. Because when we do get out, like, we're not going to go out and just talk about sports. Like, it's not happening. We won't go. Right. Yeah. So either we're jamming with someone or hanging out with someone and talking about art, or it's not going to happen. So, all right. I guess we already kind of talked about the venue. If you could perform on any stage in the world, where would it be?
Yeah, it's funny.
recommend
you,
Red Rocks.
you said Red Rocks. That's exactly what I would have said.
Yes.
Without you saying it, I would have said Red Rocks too.
Yeah, it was incredible. I think it was the best venue that we've ever been to. Awesome. All right. So yeah, we've talked about your show that you have coming up at the Warehouse. Anything else that you should tell us? I guess your socials. Where can people find you? Where can they look you up? Where they can find your music? All that stuff.
Everything is just under Amanda Lyn Parker and just Lyn with one N.
Yeah.
If you
Sorry, I spelled your name
If
wrong.
you put two N's, you're not going to find me.
Right.
No, you
Okay.
spelled it right half the time, though. That's the thing is, like, in our emails, you were sending it.
Yeah.
And then on here, you printed it double.
It's awesome.
It
Nowhere
might-
printed to the world.
That might have been
wrong.
that might have been a Word doc
Yeah,
sort of thing where it like
exactly.
put the little
Edit
scribble
it.
under, and it was like, no, that's not how you spell
Yeah,
her name.
maybe it edited it for me because I know I know that's how you spell your name. So yeah. All right. So yeah, check her out on Instagram, all the social media stuff. Where can they find your music?
On any of the music places,
Yeah.
Apple, Spotify, Deezer. I've never even looked for it there,
Deezer?
but it's there.
Wow. Who put it up there?
DistroKid.
Come on.
Right.
I use DistroKid and they just send it everywhere for me. I don't even go
amazing.
looking to see if it's there or not. I just believe them.
Do you have to pay them?
Yeah, I pay them my
Okay.
money and I just believe that they send it where they said.
Wow.
I've heard about that. Like, what do they charge for that service?
It's actually not that bad. I think the whole year is like $35 or
What?
something.
Okay.
And you
So
can
cheap.
upload as many things as you want.
Oh, cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice that it like kind of keeps it as a collection too, right? Yeah, dope.
I just found a song on my phone the other day too. It was like a different version of one of the songs that was on my album. And so I uploaded it. I was like, oh, I found this.
Remix.
Here you go. You guys can have this too.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So it's
That's
Put
cool.
it out there. Yeah, that's awesome.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Amanda, for joining us this evening. This is such an inspirational podcast for musicians or people that are trying to build a career in music. I know they're going to get a lot from this. And yeah, also don't forget to follow us on Spotify so you don't miss a podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is my old cheap guitar that I found, but I just love it so much. So I got a.
It looks like an Ovation a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It was like a Japanese company from the 70s. And
So it is that vibe.
yeah.
So we got a Neil Diamond vibe going. My dad had an Ovation too. They all have a crack down them here.
Oh, yeah. It used to play absolutely horribly, and then I got a guy to set it up in the falls, and he did a great job, and now I love it. Love it even more.
When I pull my lyrics up for this is an old song.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me in the microphone? Microphone, microphone. This is a test in the microphone.